This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. On the phone, I've got promoter Frank Warren. Frank, how are you?
I'm fine, KUGAN. Yourself?
Very well, thank you very much. Now, obviously, big news that the fight between Billy Joe Saunders and Andy Lee has moved off the Limerick on the 19th of September and will now go to Manchester on October the 10th, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Right, well, what's the reasoning for this, Frank?
Unfortunately, I was informed by Adam Booth that Andy has had a virus and he's recovering from it, and their sort of opinion is that he may be okay, or they want to go ahead. They may be okay to fight, but I've got Bill in training, or he was in training. I stopped him training now, and I can't allow him to train for a fight. And if Andy's not ready to box, then Bill's wasted all this time and been in the camp. So the sensible suggestion was to just give him a couple of weeks extra to recover, which is what I want to do. And that's what we've done. But we can't reschedule it in Ireland because the dates in October, we've already announced as you know, the 10th of September for Terry Flanagan in defence of his title in Manchester. The following week, I think Matchroom got a show. And the week after that, you got Fury against Klitschko, challenging Klitschko. And then the week after that is the 31st of October. Well, there's no way we can be doing open air shows, even if the venue is available at that time of the year. We're not trust the weather. So we want to get the fight on ASAP. And what we're going to do now is to put it on the show in Manchester with Terry Flanagan's fight and another world title fight that we will announce on Monday.
So obviously for the Irish fans, it's a big disappointment, and like I said, without moving the fight, further down the line, it just wasn't possible to do it any time round there, as you've explained.
That's correct. Well, there's no way we can be running that show, and I'm sure our competitors will want us to run the show and splitting the audience. I'm not going to do that, and I've made that very clear. In the past, we're not prepared to do that. It is a disappointment, but they can either exchange their tickets for tickets in Manchester, or alternatively, they can watch it live on BoxNation.
How were the tickets going for that, Frank? I understood that they were going, reasonably well leading up to the 19th. Yeah,
we've been doing it. I think we've done. I think it was nearly or just over 4,000 over here. I think all in it's something like 12,500, 13,000. I've been informed by what's been sold in, including Ireland. We're in August. We're sort of well over a month away. That would have sold out in holiday time and so forth. I'm absolutely confident it's sold out. But anyway, it's not happening, so it's all irrelevant now.
How does Andy Lee feel about coming to Manchester, Frank? Have you had any word from Adam Booth about that?
Well, he's gutted that he's not been able to fight in his hometown in Limerick. But he's the same as Bill. They'll fight anywhere. Andy's been on the road before and been in the other guy's backyard. He's philosophical, so I understand from Adam about it. But although he's disappointed, he wants to fight and he needs to get the fight, and we need to get the fight on quickly. So that's the way that's the decision we made, and this is the way we're going about it.
And obviously, Billy Joe Saunders will fight at home. I know it's Manchester, as in not in regards to Hatfield, where he's actually from, but is he happy about having the fight over here, Billy Joe?
Well, I spoke to Bill. He just wants it on. He's very disappointed that it's been postponed. But, what can we do? It's been postponed, and that's it. And he just wants to fight. And I think from Bill's point of view, he doesn't care where it takes place. He's got the same mindset as Andy. Let's just get the thing on this. And we're making sure that we get it on ASAP, and that will be in Manchester on a three world title fight bill. It's going to be a cracking show, all 50-50 fights.
Who headlines that show, Frank?
Well, Andy and Bill's obviously, it's a big domestic clash. They're all headliners in their own right. That's obviously a big fight, but it doesn't really matter to me. And I don't even think to the fighters. They're all great fights. They're all 50-50 fights, and they're fights that the fans want to see. And plus, we've got some other cracking matches on the card that we're also announcing. I think we've just done a deal today with young Jimmy Flynn up there, who's now with us as well. So we started in.
Okay, so like, you got to just roll with the punches. Obviously, these things happen in boxing, and well, you've moved quickly to obviously secure the date, and it's only, like I said, it's a 3 week out period, so I'm sure people can deal with that.
Yeah, I'm quite sure it will. And it'll be a great night. It'll be certainly a big night in BoxNation, big night in Manchester, and big night for British boxing.
Would you rule out any future shows at Limerick? I mean, depending on what happens on the 10th.
Well, it's all about the time of year, isn't it? I mean, certainly can't be putting it on until the weather gets warmer. You know, we should be sometime in spring. But if Andy wins, I'm sure he'd like to go back there and defend his title. If it's a close fight, Bill might give him a rematch there. I mean, it's not ruling out going back there. It's just unfortunate we are where we are, and Andy was looking forward to boxing in front of his home fans, in front of his hometown.
We obviously know that Billy Joe's been training out in Marbella at the MGM gym. Will he stay out there until around then, Frank? Is he going to come back?
I spoke to him. I mean, this all sort of, it didn't come about today. You know, we were aware of this yesterday. He stopped training yesterday while we tried to work this out, and he's back in the UK. I think until early next week. We've got a press conference on Monday up in Manchester, and I think he's then going back to Marbella to prepare for the fight.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, Frank. Thanks for clearing up some of those issues. Like I said, 10th of October now it's all about. So we'll look forward to that, and yeah, should be a cracking bill, as you would say.
It will be a cracker.
All right, Frank. Thanks for talking to IFL TV.
All right, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Bye, mate.